Stressing is a very easy way to get yourself sick. And I don't really think it's much of a surprise that we call the flu season, this season that we're in right now, when it's the exact same season that you have most people stressing out about holidays. There's a lot of financial pressures on people. You have a lot of traveling going on, as well as you have a lot of foods that are being eaten that may not be the best for you. We kind of tend to put emphasis on overeating, for lack of a better term, for lack of a nicer term. We tend to overindulge during the season, and usually not in the best foods for us. A lot of breads, a lot of sugars. There's a lot of meats that are eaten, and because of that, it's just if you get sick and you do all of this stuff, then it's not really a surprise. Like we can't really be surprised if we treat our body in a way that is filled with excess in a short amount of time, that it's not able to handle it. And so I know that this is not something that most people want to hear. And I'm usually sending something that's, positive and uplifting and good, but we have to realize that taking care of ourselves is a priority that we need to really take serious, especially going into this new year. We don't need another year of blaming other people for when we get sick. I'm going to say that again. We don't need another year of blaming other people when we get sick because of the choices that we make. Our body is a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal machine for us. It is the perfect home. It is a perfect vehicle for us here. So when we mistreat it, what do you expect it to do? It has to shut down for a little bit so it can try to recalibrate, so it can try to repair itself. And that means you laying down, you sitting down, and you taking some time to rest and reset. If you skip these mandatory times of rest, then you're just making it so your body has to work harder and harder and harder. And this is when you have people who randomly just drop. We don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to any more people that I know. So please be very mindful of how you are treating yourself, what you are consuming, and not just what you are consuming physically, but what you are consuming mentally, because everything starts in the mind. Disease actually starts in the mind. It's called dis-ease for reasons. When something just doesn't feel right and you let it fester. Let's make it a habit to actually listen to our thoughts. And if something just doesn't feel right, instead of suppressing it, let's challenge ourselves to actually address it, to process it. And I know that that sounds difficult for some. It's difficult for me at times, but there are ways you can do it. You can journal. You can talk to a therapist. You can see a hypnotherapist. There's so many different things that you can do, but you need to find what works best for you. Because what works best for me may not be the same thing that you want to do. And that's okay. You're an individual and you are allowed to figure out how you want to be treated, how you want to be cared for, what you want to do to make sure that you operate at the fullest of your ability. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. There are a lot of dreams that are about to be made into reality in the next few months. In less than 12 months, I see that there are going to be some people who are making some serious shifts in their lives, in their finances, in the futures of their families and the families of the people that they impact. So that being said, I want to make sure that you're all here to see the transformation. And in order to do that, like I said, it means being mindful. It means taking responsibility for yourself. It means being okay with not being okay in the moment so that you can be okay in the long run. Because if you admit you're not okay, then you can do something about it. If you don't admit it, you're not going to do anything about it. And as far as being able to bring happiness and extend it out from this little area of, the holiday season, as you're living life, remember that you are the special occasion, that life is a special occasion, that being awake, alive, having the ability to experience, to innovate, to grow, to change, to be, that is enough reason to be happy. That is enough reason to celebrate. So celebrate. Celebrate daily. Find something thankful. Find something to be thankful for every single day. Tell the people that you know, that you actually love, that you've been saying happy, holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa and Happy Hanukkah, all that stuff. All those people that you've been messaging, make a note to actually talk to these people throughout the year as well. They want to hear from you too. It's not just birthdays and holidays when you should celebrate somebody's life. These people want to know that you're in it for the long run, and that's what makes meaningful relationships. So let's stop this fakeness. I don't want to go into another year of us just pretending like we care about each other. Like, no, like, let's actually take interest in people's lives. Call them, see them in person. Don't just text them. Texting is one of the least. We've become a society that is addicted to texting and thinking that that is enough. Like, if you want to really nurture a relationship, you gotta talk to people. You gotta see them. You gotta really see how they're doing, because someone could say, "Oh, I'm great," over the phone while they're balled up in the bathroom, sobbing. You know, you don't want you don't want to know that there was a friend of yours that you could have helped, but you didn't because you never actually saw them in person. So I encourage people to really evaluate how you treat yourself and how you treat your friends and how you treat your family, or those who you call your family. I know that all families not blood related, and that's okay. It's the bonds that matter. But either way, the bond with yourself is most important. So make sure you are nurturing it. Give yourself the grace of growth, of rest, of repair, of relaxation. Don't stress. If things didn't go the way you wanted it to go, that's okay. Over this holiday season, know that you have a whole year to be generous to others, to see your family, to make people realize that they are important to you. Or not even make, but, display it. Display your affection. It's all good. You have time. But the best time that we can utilize is in the moment. So with that, have a blessed day. I love you all. Be phenomenal. Bye-bye.